This is the video for the first part of topic 3. We're going to be conducting standard analysis on a reform in topic 3. And this first part specifies the reform. So let's look at the details here. The reform that we're picking out to illustrate using the model is to eliminate the lifestyle relief beginning in 2022. And the other notable feature here, we're going to construct a reform file for that using the techniques that we learned in topic 2. The other notable thing to notice here is that we're going to be using the built-in input sample of tax filers. This is called tax.csv. It's a stratified random sample of about 370,000 personal income tax filers. So let's switch over to the Anaconda prompt. This is where we left things off at the end of the introduction. We'd created topic 3 directory and we'd changed into that directory and run the tests, which created these files. So the first thing to do is we're going to run the model with current law policy using the built-in tax sample. And we're going to do that beginning in 2021. We're going to do it for current law policy. And we're going to run out for 5 years. Now, if we would hit the enter key here, we would get for each of the 5 years, all 3 of the model's output files. They're the ones that you see up here in the test, right? The CSV file is called the dump output. The file that ends in .par is called the parameter output. And the one ending in TAB is the table output. Well, it turns out that the dump output is pretty large now that we've got 370,000 individuals. So what we want to do, since we're not going to start using the dump output until topic 4, we're going to speed things up a little bit by telling the model, we don't want you to write the dump output, just skip that. So we're going to start out that way. And here are the results. So the key is we have 5 years worth of these parameter output files. Those are going to help us figure out how to specify the reform. Now, in topic 2, we learned how to use the grep utility to figure out what word the model understands to be something about the lifestyle relief. So that dictionary of words that I understand is called language words. That was written by the test. So we're going to grep for that. There's quite a few. So you could read through all these. Why don't we do that? Here it is. Here's a parameter that's called cap relief lifestyle. And the description of it over here says this is the cap on the amount allowed as an income deduction. Okay, so I'm going to copy and paste this because this looks like what we're looking for. Now, we're going to confirm that by seeing what values this cap on the lifestyle relief had in these output files, these parameter output files that we just ran. This is a little trick using the grep utility that we learned in topic 2. So there it is. The lifestyle relief is capped at 3,000 ringgit. You can have more expenditures than that, but the maximum amount that you can claim as a relief amount is 3,000. If you have less than 3,000, you only get however much you spent on the various lifestyle type expenditures. Okay, so we want to eliminate that. It's also, this parameter is not indexed for inflation, so it stays at 3,000 until the Malaysian government decides to change it either up or down. So what you can imagine here is that we're going to simulate a reform that eliminates it in 2022. So we're going to put that in a file called Topic 3 Video Reform JSON. And we're going to, all JSON files start out and end with a curly brace. And then we're going to I'm going to save a little time here and increase my typing accuracy by copying and using the operating system's clipboard to do a copy and paste. And so if we want to eliminate it, it means you have a zero cap. In other words, no matter how many lifestyle expenditures you have, the most that you're allowed to claim on your tax form is zero ringgit. So that's how you eliminate this relief provision. Okay, let's go back to the command prompt and try to use this and make sure that everything is clear to the model about what we're doing here. So we're going to do the same run, but instead of with current law policy, we're going to use this reform file that we just created in the editor and saved. So let me redo this one. This is the current law. This is the 3,000. And then we're going to change this to this phrase. So there we go. It looks like the model understands what we're telling it to do. In 2021, before the reform is implemented, the cap on the lifestyle relief is 3,000 ringgit, same as it is under current law. But then in the reform, it drops down to a zero cap in all subsequent years. Okay, so everything looks good. We've specified a reform file that looks to be communicating clearly to the model what kind of reform we want to simulate. So in the next video, we will look at the aggregate revenue implications of this reform. That's it.